Uh, Hi, Ishwaran.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can have.
Yes. So, can you please introduce about yourself?
Yeah, this is Munishwaran from Madurai. I did BE Civil Engineering 2015 passed out.
Okay.
I have 5 years experience, 3 years in
Okay.
same domain civil engineering, and
Okay.
1.5 years in logistics in Dubai, warehouse
Okay.
assistant position. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Now I don't have any job due to the corona situation. I lost my job.
Okay. Okay.
So
Got
that
it.
my
Okay.
brother is working in a same ERP line in a TCS company last 5 years. He suggests
Okay.
me to join the MM course in Bangalore, so that I am searching to join the MM course in Bangalore.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. So, what is your understanding on this SAP? What is SAP?
I have already know about the SAP by end user. I am working in Dubai. I have using SAP by end user only.
End
So
user.
that
That
I
means
have.
you know transaction codes and all about. Correct.
No, not like that, because I have worked in Dubai. By material inverts, I use only SAP.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
So, let us just.
Transaction idea, that at all I don't know. Only basic
Okay.
level I
Okay.
have
Okay.
no. Oh, okay.
Okay, fine. Okay. So see, so before going to this SAP, see, brief introduction I will give you. My name is myself Karthik. Okay, so close to 8 years experience I have. So in this field, almost 6 years I have this material management field. Okay. Yeah. So we will come to this introduction to SAP. So what is this SAP architecture? How it is designed? So any idea of what is SAP architecture?
I don't know
See,
architecture.
you should understand what is the architecture here.
Yeah,
Architecture, it has three layers. Okay, you can see my screen, I guess.
yes, can see.
Yes. So here I have written something called as presentation, application, and database. So what is this? Presentation means this is nothing but the front end layer where all your operational activities are performed on your day-to-day basis. Okay.
Okay,
So whatever I am presenting to you now, the word pad, okay, this is nothing but a presentation layer where you
okay,
are performing some kind of the activities for your business.
okay,
Okay, let us come to the application layer. What is application? Where your business process, business logics, it is coded and developed by your technical team for your daily usage. So it is basically the coding and the development always takes place in this application layer.
okay.
Okay, so what is next? Database. What is database?
Database.
Database means what? Database is nothing but which stores the data in the SAP. So how the
Okay,
database is designed? In the SAP database is designed, okay, by SQL queries. What is SQL? This is nothing but a technical language which is called a structured query language. Here, your database
okay.
is designed by the ABAP and the Java application. What is ABAP?
Hmm.
ABAP is a technical coding language in SAP which stands for Advanced Business Application Program.
Okay,
Okay, next let us come to the architecture, that is tiers. When I say tiers, what is this tiers? Tiers is nothing but grouping of the layers, this presentation, application, and the database. And the current
okay,
architecture, what we use is three tier or R3 architecture. So what is
okay,
R? R stands for the real-time data processing. Okay.
okay,
Here, all your presentation, application, and database, they are grouped into different tiers. And this is used from 92 till date.
okay.
And we have one advanced version of this. What is that called?
S4
Called as S4 HANA. So what is
HANA.
S4 HANA? That's nothing but a migrated version of your R3. Okay, here
Okay,
it will be
okay,
your database will be the same, functionality will be the same, only the screen layout will have the change. Okay, you will have the customized or the local screen layout here. Okay, few things are clubbed in under one platform. So what is S for HANA? S stands for what? Simple logistics. Okay, we have two clear categories. One is for finance, one is for logistics. So logistics part we use for our material management, sales and distribution, and all the logistics operations like production planning and all. Finance is used
Okay.
exclusively for only for FICD.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
till this part is clear, right? Now, how about the
Okay.
modules classified in SAP? We have some four main categories of this SAP module classification. Technical, we have functional, industrial solutions, and this supply chain management. So, what is the role of the technical consultant? What he will do? It's his responsibility is always to code the new development, yes, to develop, to maintain the data flow in the our system or between the servers. Okay, this is what the role of the technical consultant is.
Okay.
What is the role of functional consultant and who is a functional consultant? Okay, is classified under a functional category. So what is the role? You will be responsible for gathering the customer requirements, okay, making the business blueprint, okay, doing the functional testing in the system and delivering the final output to the customer or the client will be your roles and the responsibilities as a functional consultant. So here we have close to 35 plus modules in your functional category. When I say 35 plus, I have listed only a few. As you can see, material management, SD stands for what? Sales and distribution. PP is a production planning, FIC
Production
was
planning.
financial accounting, controlling. Okay, so I have listed only some 8 modules. Okay,
Okay.
let us come to the IS part. What is IS? Industrial solutions. So when I say IS, it handles your retail, oil and gas, mining and insurance. So retail is used for e-com sectors, oil and gas for petrochemicals, mining for your own sectors and insurance for banks. One last classification what we have is supply chain management. Here we have extended warehouse management, forecast and replenishment, and next one is supply network plan. These are the four SAP module classification or the parameters how they are broadly classified. Till this point, it is clear, Munishwaran?
Yeah. Yes. Clear. Right.
Yes. Next, let us go to our procure to pay or the procurement cycle. So, when you say logistics, you should be aware of this procure to pay.
Ah.
So,
Yes.
what
I
happens?
know
What is
about
the first step? MRP. What does MRP stands for?
rate of the material.
Material requirement planning. Correct? Always, all the organizations
Material
start.
requirement plan.
Yes, always, all the organizations start with the MRP, the material requirement plan. Once they are done with the MRP, then they will be going for the selection of the suppliers or the vendors. That means
Okay.
who should deliver the material to the organization or the company. Okay. So how the vendors are selected based on the criteria called request for quotation. So what is this request for quotation? This is a ranking criteria. That means if you receive quotation from 20 vendors, all vendors will have some quoted some different price. So if you enter the price, system will automatically designate the rank which vendors should be selected in the organization. Out of 20, you'll be selecting only 5, correct? So those 5 vendors will be
Yes.
given the contract to supply the material. Yes. Now what is the next step? Purchase requisition, or this is called as the purchase request. So what is this purchase request? It's not a formal document, okay, which is raised from your purchasing team for our materials department. Okay, so what information it will contain? Material and price information. Why this is required? In order to prepare a purchase order, correct?
Yes.
Purchase order. What is purchase order? It is the document which is sent to the vendor for the procurement of the goods or the services. When I say purchase order, what information it will contain? Vendor, purchase organization, material, price, and delivery date. That means on date, how much quantity your vendor should supply.
Okay.
Till this point, it's clear.
Yes. Clear.
So, what is the next step? Goods receipt. So what is goods receipt? Once the PO reaches the vendor will be supplying the goods to the organization. So who will be responsible for taking the entry inward? It is the stores or the inventory team, correct?
Yes.
They will be having the handling the responsibility of this. Once they take the material inward, what is the next step? The stores team will be preparing the invoice. What is invoice?
One voice.
Yeah, Munish, what is invoice?
Yeah. Bill of material.
Not bill of material. See, invoice means it will have the payment details of the vendor. Bill of material is a different
Payment.
concept. Okay, it will
Okay. Okay.
invoice is nothing but it has all the payment details of the vendor. That means how much goods he has supplied to the company.
Okay.
Okay, this after invoice verification, what is the next step? A goods receipt invoice. Next is invoice verification. So who has to verify the invoice? Your finance team has to verify. In all the companies, finance has the authority to verify the invoice. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So what is the next step? Once the invoice verification is done, you will be doing the payment to the vendors. And this step is called as what? Vendor settlement. Okay, this is called the cycle of your material management. Okay, runs in the real time. And here you will have be learning couple of things. Okay, like integration with sales and distribution model. Why? Because sales and distribution is always required for your customer point of view. You will always deliver the goods to the customer, correct?
Yes.
And you require integration with FI module also will be learning. Why? Because tax is calculated always under your finance module. And you'll be learning with production planning. All the manufacturing activities always will be taken care of your production department.
Mm.
Okay. So these are
Okay.
all the three modules along with what you'll be learning. And this is just an
Okay.
overview of the cycle what I have given. Here you'll be learning a couple of topics like pricing procedure, what is meant by consignment process, what is meant by agreement, what is meant by subcontracting. Okay, couple of things will be learned. Approval strategy and all these things. Okay,
Okay.
till this point it's clear for you.
Yeah. Clear.
Yes. Any doubts or the queries you have?